Meghan and Harry opened Anzac Memorial at Sydney's Hyde Park after a $40 million facelift before heading to Cockatoo Island for a special Invictus Games challenge. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were greeted by adoring fans as they opened a $40 million extension of the War Memorial at Hyde Park in Sydney's CBD in a surprise appearance. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex arrived at Hyde Park about 10 a.m. on Saturday with NSW Governor David Hurley, a former chief of the Defence Force, and were welcomed by an Australian Army marching band. Harry rolled out his best officer and a gentleman look in the tropical dress of his regiment, the Blues and Royals, with medals, KCVO and sword, alongside Meghan, who wore an elegant Emilia Wickstead dress and Philip Tracy hat. They were joined by Prime Minister Scott Morrison, NSW Premier Gladys Berejiklian, and Veterans Affairs Minister David Elliott on an overcast Sydney morning. Walking beside Harry as he arrived, and throughout the ceremony, was Governor Hurley, who was decked out in a similar white dress uniform to the prince's, with his wife Linda in a blue dress and hat. Harry and Meghan were treated to a traditional welcome to country, including a didgeridoo performance by two Aboriginal men painted in traditional body paint, and a performance by an Indigenous dance troupe. Aboriginal twins Crystal and Sienna Dawson presented the royal couple with a medallion and a painting during their visit. The girls, aged 9, were from the Kumari Aboriginal dance troupe and both said they were nervous about meeting and performing for Harry and Meghan. Crystal, who did an Aboriginal art floral painting, said, "They said hi and nice to meet you." The medallion, presented by Sienna, said "Play the game," the motto of the Beverly Hills public school which they attend. "I didn't want to dance at first, but then it was fun," she said. Their mother, Connie, said, "I think it was very overwhelming for them. As a parent, it was a very important ceremony and it's important that the next generation coming through should be part of it." Harry and Meghan then laid a wreath at the foot of the steps to honor Australian war dead, saluted the memorial, and unveiled a commemorative plaque. Royalty fans had to hustle to the park after hearing of the couple's involvement as the Duke and Duchess of Sussex's attendance was kept secret until the last minute. Spectators lucky enough to see the barricades and heavy police presence as they walked past got prime position before others heard about it on social media and flooded the streets. "I just bought a car and was driving it around when I noticed all the roadblocks, so I thought I'd see what was going on. It was a big surprise," a man called Arthur told Daily Mail Australia. The crowd was far less prepared than at previous appearances, lacking the signs and costumes of fans at Bondi Beach in the Sydney Harbour Bridge on Friday, which were advertised well in advance. However, a cardboard cutout of Harry and Meghan watched on from a balcony overlooking the park as the royals arrived. Jordan Ilensic travelled by train from Glenfield on his own on Saturday for a second meeting with the prince, a day after presenting him with a $250 replica tiara of one once worn by his mother Princess Diana. "I met him on the Harbour Bridge yesterday, and he said if I came today, I could meet Meghan," he said excitedly. The 13-year-old brought with him a sign made of lipstick and a framed photograph of the pair together. He also had a letter to deliver to the Duke and Duchess containing photographs of the pair together. He was joined by Adam Yassin, 9, who was coming back from a basketball game when he saw police horses standing guard. "I wanted to know what was happening, and now I want to meet Harry," he said. "I like him because he's nice and he helps poor people." Before the ceremony, the couple received a tour of the new education and interpretation facilities and the Hall of Service where the new sculpture Sacrifice stands. The sculpture features more than 1,700 soil samples from each NSW town, suburb, and district given as a place of address by First World War enlistees in the region. The extension includes a water cascade on the southern side. A walkway through the cascade allows memorial visitors to enter the new Hall of Service, exhibition galleries and education facilities. The Anzac Memorial Centenary Extension, as it is called, was opened this year as it is the 100th anniversary of the end of World War I. The memorial, which commemorates the sacrifices made by those who served for Australia and New Zealand, was initially designed in the 1930s by Bruce Dellett. But following the Great Depression, the finances were not available to make Mr. Dellett's vision a reality, including a 4-tier cascading waterfall on the Liverpool Street side of the monument. Prime Minister Scott Morrison and NSW Premier Gladys Berejiklian also attended the ceremony from a VIP seating area at top of the steps by the fountain and pool of reflection. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle were afterwards whisked away by car and will later travel by boat to attend the Invictus Games Jaguar Land Rover Driving Challenge on Cockatoo Island. Later in the evening, Prince Harry will open the Invictus Games at the opening ceremony in the Opera House forecourt, where he's expected to make a speech. Just before the opening ceremony, the couple will join Premier Berejiklian for a dinner reception at Bennelong Restaurant in the Sydney Opera House with legendary Australian Olympic swimmer Ian Thorpe.